day, women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
So you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year. And I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
All right, before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman.
Kat, while those are all things of a high value man, that is 100% certain. You lead with intention. You're gentle. You don't want to control your woman, but you want to set certain boundaries and standards that you have in your relationship. You're firm on that. You don't go back on that. You're a protector. You're a provider. Those are all things that are within the confines of being a high value man. She is 100% correct. However, the only reason why she said that is because of what he said. But let's keep it 100. He said, I'm 6'4", I make over 100K, and I'm black. Most women are going to consider that high value before they know anything about you. So the only reason why she responded the way she responded is because she wanted to win the argument. In real life, if she met a 6'4" black dude that said, I work my own trucking business and I make $200,000 a year, before she knows anything about him, before she knows if he's can protect and if he's able to have integrity and all of that, she's going to think he's high value. And the funny part about this is literally, this is what women say is high value 24/7 online, chronically. A tall guy with bread. A lot of women say that's high value. A tall guy with bread that's going to pay for everything and not worry about anything you do. That's the status quo for a high value man. So when you see a man now say that, and y'all are saying that ain't high value, well, who told him it was high value? He didn't just make that up himself. That's information that this man has gathered over the course of his 28 to 30 years of life. So y'all can't now flip the script and say, oh, high value is having integrity and leading and not being a dictator and being gentle and all of this stuff, when the main thing y'all look for is height, looks, and bread. So you can't want an in-depth man and be a shallow woman. Now, in her instance, maybe she's like that. In real life, maybe that's what she does want. In my opinion, I feel like she only said these things to cook him. That was the only reason why she said it. Because in reality, she knows that about 99.9% of women, if they see a 6'4" guy, they go up to him, they think he's already attractive, that's already one. Boom, you're good. Two, they find out a little bit about you, what you do, how much you make, boom, you're good. They're going to take it there with you before seeing anything else. And I bet, now not all women, but I bet a lot of women will treat that 6'4" man that makes over 100K a year better, even if he's a shitty person. They'll treat him better than the guy who makes $50,000 a year, $60,000 a year. They'll treat him better, and they'll go through more turmoil and turbulence with him than they will with him, because of what he makes and his height. Women are very shallow. Let's keep it 100. Y'all will put up with shit just based off looks. I know I got an attractive man. I'll stay with this man. This man makes $100,000, $200,000. I'll stay with this man. This is high value. I'm not going to get this anywhere else. Or it might be hard to find. Whereas if you're with the $50,000 a year man, you might not talk to him with as much as respect. You might not look at him as high value as the other guy, even though he lacks, or even though he has the integrity, he has the morals, he has the principles, he shows up for you all the time. He does romantic things. He's not cheating on you. He's being faithful, but because he makes less money, and hey, maybe he's 5'10", You might not like him. You might choose big dude, like I said, over him because he makes a little bit more and he's taller. Maybe he's a little bit more attractive. This is not something that came out of thin air. Otherwise, men wouldn't be leading with this. Men aren't leading with their pockets and their looks for no reason because they want to. You talk to a lot of men in relationships about what they actually want in a relationship. It's loyalty, honesty, respect, coachability, right? These are things we want. We want love, but all those things right there, a hot cooked meal, sex, all those things can make us feel loved right there. So if you talk to a man and you really get into the core of what a man really wants out of a woman, it's not really shallow. It's things that you cannot buy. Whereas in a woman, they're going to talk about certain requirements they need for a man, which could be able to be financially stable. A lot of times it's tall. These are preferences. So men are not making these things up out of nowhere as something that we think women want. This is what women telling us they want every day, all over the line. And they're accepting less internally due to the outward appearance and finances of certain people. So she's 100% cap. In my opinion, I think women just say whatever to be the opposite of you at this point in time. Not all women, but her in this instance. And she didn't even really cook him, because I bet if you go through her history, you can find that she's dated dudes that is exactly what he described. Didn't treat her well, but she stayed because he had bread. He was tall, maybe a little bit more attractive than the other guys she had access to at the time. Come on now. So we know we're not stupid. And while his answer was shallow, because it was, I think there's way more to being a high value man. I think that while the money's important, and I mean, I guess the height's important, those are not the most important things. What she listed really was the most important things. Because whether you make money or not, if you lack those in certain areas, the money's not going to make up for it unless that person chooses to go through whatever it is just because of the money and the looks. So he led and he did say something shallow, but you have to ask him why. And it's because the reaction men like that get from women. You get the better reaction. Men have seen other men get the better reaction just from being taller and having money, or being financially stable and being more fit, or maybe not even the tallest, whatever, just attractive. So you can't sit up here and say that what he said is not to a certain degree a high value man. Because it is. Because a lot of you aren't even giving a guy a chance if he doesn't have those two things that bro described. So I don't even know what we're talking about at this point. I don't. Let's see.
Top tier man creates space.
Modern day women just don't qualify for the top.
For a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
And with all that stuff that you just said, that was just womanese talk. That
woman needs is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many women in my circle who desire a 6'4" man still wearing braids, but it's for a woman to feel good.
And right there, and this is the part that I was waiting for, because like I said earlier about her only saying what she said was to cook him, that right there lets you know. Throw everything she said out. She didn't say any of that because she meant it. She said it to cook him. And the reason why I say that is because at the end, what did she say? Woman needs is a 6'4" black man that makes 100K. I don't know too many women in my circle that desire a 6'4" black man that still has braids. That was very specific to him, and that was a shot at him. I don't know if he took it like that. I don't know if he cared, but that's clearly trying to take a shot at him and his ego. And she only did that because he called her out on her cap-ass speech, because he understood that you only said that because it was word salad and you thought you would sound smart and intelligent, when in reality, we know the real deal. In real life, women are choosing niggas that have bread and maybe you're tall or more physically fit or more attractive. So you know she was hurt because he called cap on it because she then went and attacked him. He never attacked her one time. This is why you have to be careful when you listen to certain women, because a lot of it can be out of spite. So certain women will lead you down the wrong path because they're angry, because they're upset at men in their life. You know, and while what she said was true, again, you think that's what her real life mirrors? I don't know. That's like with Dr. Bryant. Is that what her real life mirror? Not really. So you have a lot of these relationship gurus come on here and try to talk and give you, you know, advice and what a man should be and what a man shouldn't be, and don't got a man. 3-4 failed marriages, 2 kids by 2 different baby daddies. I'm not listening to you. I'm not listening to you. You can't keep a man. You can't keep a woman. I'm not listening to you. The fuck is we talking about? You see that right here. She don't know. She don't know. She don't know. She don't know. 100% cap. Attack man's whole character at the end, or his appearance, trying to make him feel less than because of what? Because he called what women want. That's high value. And it's very simple. See, she went off, and even that was 1,000,001 things. Like, come on. Either way is difficult. Because they want you to have all that, but they also want you to have all this. It's like, make up your mind. She's mad that he made women sound simple, because in reality, a lot of women are. Men as well, but it comes down to what you look like, what you drive, how much you make. If you can wow a woman, not all women, I want to keep reiterating that, because I understand there's women out there that really do look at the character of a man, you know, to judge him and see if they want to be with him. But a lot of women will be wowed with those 3 things alone. You can work on the rest later. So he's not wrong. He's not wrong. Yeah, man. So if you're watching this, please like, subscribe. I'm about to get up out of here. I feel like I gave a good talk. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Both topics. Again, man, thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, run me up, give me an algorithm. It's Cooley the One. I don't know where y'all are going, but you got to get the hell up out of here.